So now in this video, we're going to measure the voltage across the LED, get a more accurate measurement. It's a blue LED, it drops about 3 volts approximately, but it is lower at lower currents and a tiny bit higher at higher currents. That's one thing to be aware of. So 100 ohm resistor there, and we got a trim pot here. We're going to start off at about 1,000 ohms. That's the maximum resistance for the trim pot. So they're in series. They add up for about 1,100 approximately ohms of resistance, and we can turn it all the way down to close to 0 ohms of resistance. There's like a couple ohms, but in case it's about 0, well, that will give us about 100 ohms there. That'll give us our maximum current. This is a multi-turn trim pot though. You have to turn it a whole bunch of times to go all the way from one end to the other. And we're going to take the probe from the multimeter there. Unfortunately, the alligator clip came off. I crimped it to the alligator clip to a jumper there, just a regular breadboard jumper, so that I can easily put it on the board. And we're going to go positive there. And I did the same thing with the black one, which fortunately was underneath the red one. There we go. And we'll be able to get a measurement across the LED. We'll plug it in. Now, one thing you'll notice, so we're going to measure the voltage now. We're measuring the voltage across the LED. So you see at negative voltage, this power supply, when it is set to off, actually produces a slight negative voltage. Something to be aware of when you're using this particular power supply. So now I'm going to turn the power on, the LED turned on. So this is the lowest current. It's probably about 1.8 milliamps approximately that we can get with this setup here. We have full resistance, as I said before, and I'm going to lower the resistance of the trim pot. Pretty sure I gotta go counterclockwise. Again, it's a multi-turn trim pot. I think I have to spin it something like 30 times or something to go from one end to the other. And there's no stop at either end. It keeps spinning, but you might hear like a little click. But it holds the resistance pretty steady right when you get to the end, one end or the other. But there you can see the LED is going to get brighter. You can see the current going up there. I don't think it's linear though. I think one end it will jump a lot faster than the other, but we can still fine-tune it. So, topics for other videos. Not all trim pots are linear. I thought these were. But in case it's multi-turn, the current's going up. When we get about 18 milliamps, we'll be at our maximum, and there you can see it's going up rapidly right there. So I don't think this is a linear trim pot. But there you go. We appear to be at our maximum, and you can see that we went from, I think it was like 2.8 basically milliamps volts, 2.8 volts that the LED built up across it at lower currents. We could have gotten even lower in current and gotten it even lower, but we're not going to in this video. And then we got it up now about 3.1 milliamps of current. But as we saw in the last video, we're probably near about 18 milliamps of current. That's probably pretty accurate. If we bumped up the current a little bit more, I think it would go up a little bit more. But the more voltage that it takes to get conduct kind of limits current a little bit as well. So you got to overcome that. But in any case, that's it for this video. Is just to demonstrate that the forward voltage of the LED is not fixed. And in fact, the kit that I got this LED out of, so I grabbed a new one because we had one that wasn't doing too well, actually shows a range of voltage, and we're getting pretty close to that 2.8 to 3.2. So that's probably 1 milliamp of current, and that's probably at 20 milliamps of current, I'm guessing, right there. But in any case, this is a short video series. We're going to keep it short. I'm going to turn the power off, make sure I turn the multimeter off, and not to waste battery, and to also protect it in case you accidentally take a measurement you weren't expecting. So check out one of the other videos I posted on the screen, and check out the links down below. They all help out a lot. I'll see you in the next video.